Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Fans International Association is back. That's right, the premier fan club association of the 1970s and 1980s has been revived and is back in business. Join today. It's free at thewfia.org. That's thewfia.org. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/WFIA 1969. Here we are again, everybody, back in action with the 1987 Supermod. We are live and in living color, and here we are once again with the World Wrestling Federation, and we are taping the second episode of Wrestling Spotlight here, and of course, we're going to go on to record two more. Remember, we record these shows for 1 month, so here we go with the second taping. Let's take a look at our card for this evening. Once again, everybody, we are at the FORD FIELDHOUSE in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have 3 dark matches. We're going to see Frankie DeFalco against the Ultimate Warrior. We're going to see Dick Flanagan and Frankie Laine. That's double Frankie action right there against Sam Houston and Brad Rheingans. We are going to see Don Driggers against Ravishing Rick Rude. Moving on to our main card here, everybody, we're going to see Jose Martinez, also known as El Bracero, and his partner, Ivan McDonald. They're going to battle the Young Stallions. We're going to see the one-man gang in action. That's right, everybody, the Big 747. Jesse Cortez is going to attempt to take on one-man gang. We are going to see the magnificent Muraco in singles action, and Barry O, the brother of Muraco's tag team partner, is going to climb in the ring with him. That, of course, is kayfabed. Everybody just knows him as Barry O, not that he's Bob Orton Jr.'s younger brother. In our main event, everybody, we're going to see the Killer Bees in action. And AJ Petruzzi and Ron Shaw, who are not a bad tag team together, they're going to face the Killer Bees here in the main event. It's an exciting card, everybody, and it is done squash style, just as the WWF would do. And here we go. Let's get to booking. All right, 5 minutes is our opener, and of course, it is a dark match, and we will indicate that. We have DeFalco versus the Ultimate Warrior. And DeFalco, of course, is going to do the favor for the man we see as a potential prodigy here. Here is Frankie DeFalco, and here is the Ultimate Warrior. And the Warrior, everybody, is going to get the W here. And, I accidentally clicked on Frankie DeFalco. He's definitely not going to get the win. The Ultimate Warrior is the winner. All right, up next here, we do have our tag team match. And another 5-minute bout, pre-show, dark. And we have Martinez and McDonald versus versus Houston and Rheingans. And I said it before, Houston and Rheingans are not a bad tag team. It's an odd pairing, but they're not a bad tag team. I've actually seen some matches with them tagging together, and they're not bad at all. So here we go. We have a junior heavyweight in Jose Martinez, and he's tagging with Ivan McDonald, who's a pretty big dude. And here we go with Houston and Rheingans. And everybody, we're going to give the win here to Sam Houston. And this one is booked. All right, up next here, we have our third and last dark match. We're having Don Driggers in there against Ravishing Rick Rude. And again, they're going to go 5 minutes here. This match is dark, and we have Driggers versus Rude. Pre-show, Don Driggers, if I remember, has a pretty good mullet going. And he does, a total Camaro mullet with the flow on the sides and the 80s mustache. This guy's great. That is a look. That is an excellent look. All right, here is Rick Rude, who we have stolen from German Crockett Promotions, where he was the one half of the World Tag Team Champions. And Rick Rude, everybody, is going to get that W. He is managed by none other than Bobby the Brain Heenan and a member of the Heenan family. He just has not debuted on television yet, but that will come soon enough. All right, here we go with our opening bout here. And of course, it's going to be a 3-minute bout. And we are going to have Martinez and McDonald versus the Young Stallions. Here is El Bracero, Jose Martinez. Here is his partner, Ivan McDonald. Where are you, Ivan? There you are. Once again, Ivan McDonald is a pretty big dude. And this is not the match. All right, I screwed up the other match. I have to go back and change the other match. I put the wrong tag team in there, everybody. Why didn't you stop me from doing that? All right, the Young Stallions are going to get the win here, everybody. And Jimmy Powers is going to get the win for his team here. Okay, so we have to redo this match here because I screwed up. I got to tell you, everybody, I have been working a million hours at work, and it is starting to catch up to me. I'm making some silly mistakes all the time here. All right, so here we go. Here is Dick Flanagan. And here is Frankie Laine. And of course, these mistakes I'm making are only the ones that I notice. So who knows what mistakes I'm making and not even noticing. All right, here comes the one-man gang promo with the Slickster. One-man gang cuts a promo. Let's see how the gang does on his own here. And of course, he's going to be talking to Craig, whose name escapes me at the moment. Craig DeGeorge. All right. And this one's based on entertainment, and this one's booked. All right, now we have Cortez in there against the gang. And of course, it's going to be another 3-minute squash here. And we have Cortez versus one-man gang. Jesse Cortez, of course, would go on to become a referee, and a good one. He was with the WWF for quite a while. But at this point in time, he is still doing enhancement matches. Here is the one-man gang, and one-man gang gets the win. Cortez, I think, went all the way back to the 70s doing enhancement matches for the WWF. All right, Magnificent Muraco is going to cut a promo, and he always is a good promo. Is he in a feud? No, he is not in a feud. So we're good to go. Here is Don Muraco. I'm sorry, Magnificent Muraco I got to look for, not Don Muraco. Here is Muraco. Here is Craig DeGeorge. And here is our promo. And of course, we're going to have Barry Orton, also known as Barry O, in there against Muraco. Barry Orton, of course, is the younger brother of Bob Orton Jr. And Barry was good in the ring. He was really good in the ring. From what I understand, he had a attitude problem, and that kept him from going anywhere. He was also featured on that Phil Donahue show, claiming all sorts of oddball stuff. I think that was in about 1992. All right, Muraco gets the win here over Barry O. And next, we have the Killer Bees cutting a promo. They are in a feud with Demolition. And here we go. Brian Blair. And his partner, Jumpin', Jim Brunzell. See me looking for jumping there? They're talking to Craig DeGeorge here. And they are talking about Demolition Axe and Demolition Smash. So off screen, on screen, based on overness. That one's set, and now we have our main event, which of course is an enhancement tag match. And we have Petruzzi and Shaw in there. And we can set this one up because we should have the teams. There we go, Petruzzi and Shaw. And they are battling the Killer Bees. We can auto-name this one. And we're going to have Jim Brunzell get the win here. He'll most likely capture the victory with that high drop kick that he did. All right, this one's all set. We're maxed out in time, 35 minutes. Let's give it a rip and see how we do. DeFalco against the Warrior here. Warrior gets the win with that big splash, 59 for the Warrior, 37 for DeFalco. All right. Up next, we have Houston and Rheingans getting the win here. 75 for Brad Rheingans. That's because we're in his territory. 41 for Sam Houston, 45 for Frankie Laine, 30 for Dick Flanagan. Let's see if there's any takeaways here. It's most likely going to be holding back and inconsistency. Yes, that's exactly what we got going here. All right, up next, we have Don Driggers and Rick Rude, and this is the last of our dark matches. And Rick Rude gets the win with that Rude Awakening reverse neck breaker. It always looked brutal when he did it, too. The way he snapped it, it always looked like it really hurt. Rick Rude was a heck of a talent, and he was terrific. All right, up next to our opener, Martinez and McDonald, after we got that one straightened out. They take the fall to the Young Stallions, 57 and a 50 for the Young Stallions. And El Bracero outscores both of the Stallions, also because we're in his home territory, with a 58. Not bad. All right, One Man Gang gets a 43 promo here with Craig DeGeorge. Chances are good we are going to have to use Slick to do the talking for him. All right, One Man Gang, who is new to the WWF, gets the win with that 747 over Jesse Cortez. 53 for the One Man Gang, 34 overall. Red Text the Doom. It's going to take some time to build up the One Man Gang here in the WWF. And that's exactly why we're having them do matches like this. Here we go. Nice promo with Don Muraco, 71 overall. And again, a good promo and a good match. Don Muraco gets the win here with the Tombstone Pile Driver over Barrio. 75 and a 31 lands us a 64. Good stuff. All right, up next here we have the Killer Bees cutting a promo. They get a 50. Again, the Killer Bees are not the greatest when it comes to promos. And we're going to come up to our main event here. 76 and 85 for the Killer Bees here. Lots of green, lots of money. 32 and 25 for Petruzzi and Shaw. We only end up with a 58 for this main event. And I don't think we're going to get as high of a score here as we normally do for these B shows. We still get a 63, and I will still take it. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us for this one. We'll be back in action again tomorrow recording another episode of Wrestling Spotlight. And by tomorrow, I mean Game World tomorrow. Really 2 days for you. If you haven't done so already, make sure to check out Wrestling Fans International Association, everybody. It is free to join. The WFIA.org. Check us out on social media, facebook.com/group/1987supermod. Don't forget, we are also on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Also, you can be found over on Discord under 1987 Supermod. And once again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you give us a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop us a message below. Let us know what you think of the channel. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.